CCTV footage isn't just sitting idle, but actively working to make our lives safer and smarter. That's the power of LiveSecure. LiveSecure is a revolutionary platform. This transforms live CCTV footage into actionable insights for both travel and security. For everyday users, it acts as a real-time security tool detecting custom events like masked man jumping a fence, someone mowing the lawn, raccoon on the floor, etc., and sending instant alerts via Telegram or mobile notifications, along with a exhaustive list of security alerts which we have already built in. It's like having an intelligent alarm system that never sleeps. For business, LiveSecure is a game changer in risk assessment. For insurance companies, also. By analyzing live footage from CCTVs and gathering data for that from specific areas, we can generate detailed risk scores that helps insurance companies make accurate pricing decisions and improve claim management. But that's not all. LiveSecure also doubles as a travel assistant. Through a separate subscription service, it provides personalized travel itineraries, real time safety scores for the cities, and live updates, giving travelers peace of mind wherever they go. A unique dual revenue model, the subscription fee for security and travel features, plus insights for insurance companies, allows us to offer affordable pricing while incentivizing users to share their CCTV data securely. Because this creates a win win scenario for users, business, and insurers and travelers alike. With LifeSecure's cutting edge technology, customizable natural language queries, and real time notifications, we are not just redefining security, we are reshaping convenience and safety of everyone. This is Live Secure, where smarter data meets a safer world.
Okay, so we have two ways to access the dashboards that are either for the company or for the user, which is separated just by right now an email tag. Ideally, it would be anything that's not company would receive a different dashboard than the company one. So we have register and login here. If we click login, basic login page, um, with also an option to register. If we go to register, this is where we can fill out basically everything we would need. So here we have our registration page. We also have a login option above us. Here we can also put either a company email or a user, like standard user email, Gmail, Yahoo, whatever. Here, for example, I'll be using UCI. So here's just a random one. We'll type in our password. And actually, the main difference before I hop into this is that this will take you to either a user dashboard or a like company dashboard, which the user dashboard covers CCTV cameras. You can add them as a user and start tracking them via Telegram. Or if you're a company, you are able to use our like flagship product, which is the risk assessment tool. Um, Aside from that, these login fields are actually backed by Melissa API for verification. So yeah, we'll continue on with the password. I'll enter, just a standard name here. There's a lot of entry fields because we need to kind of triangulate and make sure that you are where you say you are and the cameras are where you say they are. So yeah, we'll continue on with the idea or the ID. So for the Telegram chat ID, this is where you'll type it in, and then any cameras you add based on the sensor notifications, you'll get those through Telegram. So you're just putting that info in using random characters here. Okay, we already have an email existing in our system, so let's just do test email. Okay, great.
Okay, so now that we're at our company dashboard, this is where I can actually demo our risk assessment tool. So for companies, we can have the company enter in the address that they want to search for. So, for example, if we search up 567 East Peltison Drive, and then we go cities, Irvine, state, California, zip code. Let's say we have a radius of 2 miles. So the radius is basically the distance from the location that you want to search for CCTV cameras and incorporate into your risk assessment analysis. And we can also provide a custom prompt. So what the custom prompt does is it tells you the occurrences of that particular prompt in the last 30 days. So for example, if I put masks right now, and then I put in all this information and I enter search. Once I entered in the search, you can see that it gave me an interactive map. The pin is the actual address that I put in, and the radius is the area that it's scanning CCTV footage for. So right now, since we don't have actual CCTV footage, the risk score that we get is based on the sample data that we've used to test the model. But when we actually get CCTV footage, it'll be based on the CCTV cameras that are stored in the database based on the location and the radius that we've provided. And now also if I scroll down, as you can see, I put in the custom prompt masks and it tells me the occurrences in the last 30 days. So 13 occurrences in the last 30 days. Again, this is also based on sample data since we don't have actual data right now. And again, it provides a risk score. And you can also download a report if you want to. So that's basically the search engine that provides risk analysis for companies.
So basically, this custom prompt is a kind of a search engine search bar. You can input any kind of event here and get the output that how many times that event happened in the past 30 days. So for example, if you input masked men crossing a fence, or like masked men near a fence, or maybe something like cars colliding, or simply as something like neighbor mowing someone's lawn, all these events or any kind of event will be searched throughout the database of all the CCTV footages which we have stored across this whole region which you see on the map. And the result which we will get is number of times that particular event happened in the past 30 days. So that's the idea behind it, that it's a search engine which can search or query huge databases of videos and CCTV footage. What this means is that any insurance company can take these values from the events happening and use those values to predict what is the situation in that area. For example, if there are multiple cars colliding, may mean that the area is unsafe, or like traffic accidents happen regularly. These things can happen to change the insurance prices, and these kinds of events, when the company is able to track that, they will have the capability to predict better insurance prices.
So this is a chatbot that we've created as a mobile interface that is part of our product design, and this chatbot will enable users to interact in a mobile format and ask any travel related queries and get assistance. So for example, if I ask for a 3-day itinerary to like Los Angeles, I can just ask it to generate a 3-day travel itinerary for Los Angeles. And if I hit submit, it takes a few seconds. And then it generates a whole 3-day itinerary. So obviously any travel related queries. And now this is the part that we implemented. If we ask how safe is Los Angeles, for example, it generates a risk assessment score for Los Angeles, and this is based upon the risk assessment algorithm that we implemented as part of our program, and we implemented this risk assessment algorithm along with our user queries and inputted this into the chatbot while making it. So it uses this algorithm to generate a risk assessment score for users whenever they ask how safe a city or a place is. Right now, the risk assessment score is based on the data that we currently have and that we've tested with. But once we get actual CCTV footage, it can use actual live footage from the area to generate a risk assessment score based upon our algorithm.
So this chatbot is basically part of our second subscription model, which we plan to sell to people who like traveling or who are like traveling. So what this is basically doing is generating itinerary, generating travel related answers for the questions that a user has. And it will also be able to give the real time updates of the place. Like what is the current safety score of that place, like the risk assessment score, which we get by accessing the CCTV footages using our technology. So this is our second subscription model, other than the first subscription model, which uses the security surveillance that is being sold to the user. Similarly, since this is the mobile interface, the Telegram bot, we also have the web interface, which is integrated directly inside the website. And the demo which you will see is as the same thing integrated on the website, so that the user can also access it via the website or phone, whatever he desires.
So we have a LeBron chatbot called the Live Goat, where the user can ask it any questions. So let's start with hello, LeBron. And let's say if you want to know how safe is a city, for example, let's say if I'm traveling to Chicago and I ask like how safe is Chicago? So we get a score of 7 out of 10.
So now we have seen what the company interface looks like, and we have seen how the chatbot works in the mobile as well as the web. Now we will hop back on the user interface, that the person we are selling the security surveillance system to, how he can interact with our system.
So now I'm actually going to register as a user. Okay, so here's the dashboard you actually get when you're a normal user and you're not using a company login. We have, for right now, an add camera feature. Basically, with this, you can use a URL attached to your camera device, whatever that may be. Okay, so for example, our custom prompt could be like, let's say, since we're facing the backyard, maybe just we really like seeing raccoons or something. And we want Telegram notifications about that. So I'll put that as our custom prompt. Our terms and conditions and privacy policy, all you got to do is accept this to add your camera, and then that just basically agrees, I mean, among other things, that we can use this for the risk assessment tool, which our teammate Karthik will go over pretty shortly. So anyways, we'll add camera here, and then we can add multiple, just some for the front door, whatnot. I'll keep this quick. So you can also delete cameras and then add new ones. And right here, we can click and put that in. We can also name it something. So if it's like facing, the backyard, we'll call it rear. And then the position it's in, we'll just say back door or backyard. And then we have a series of custom prompts we can enter, which are basically detection fields, so that it can specifically notify you on Telegram when that custom prompt is measured.
So basically, now we will start a server, RTMPS server, which will start live streaming from mobile phone. And since the prompt was someone took the bag, we will monitor if someone took the bag. We will send an alert notification on the Telegram. So seeing the video right now, he is taking the bag. Now, since we have recorded this, there should be a notification which you can see right now on the screen on the Telegram that someone took the bag. So now our second experiment is to check when we see a boy drinking water on the CCTV camera. The basic idea of this prompt is to see the level of customness that we can grab by using this technology, that we can process any kind of event. So you can see on the mobile, the live stream is running using the RTMPS server. The links will be sent to the backend, and the backend will process the live stream by converting it into 30-second chunks each. And once each 30-second chunk is created and saved, a script on the backend will monitor whenever it's saved. And once it's saved, it is sent to the database after being converted into the vector embeddings, and is being processed by the Marengo 2.7 model. What it will do is it will try to check whenever the given user query or queries are getting true. So for example, now you can see he is trying to drink water, and eventually we must now see that, yeah, we got the Telegram notification that someone drank water on the CCTV camera or whatever. So what this shows is that whatever kind of event or a series of user queries we give to the model, we will be able to get Telegram notifications for each of those kind of events. So now, since those were the custom events, now this is a real life example from the CCTV footages which happened in real life, which we gathered from YouTube and like other sources. So we made a compiled huge list of this video and tried to live stream it using the same RTMPS technology. So what you are seeing right now, whenever the model is trying to see a masked man, it is sending the Telegram notification on the right hand side. You can see 2 notifications which have been sent until now. So yeah. Again, a notification came when a masked man appeared on the camera. So basically right now on the backend there are multiple queries running. So whenever any one of those queries satisfies, you will see their corresponding result being displayed as an alert on the Telegram bot. So the use of this kind of system is that a user can set up a security surveillance on their home, and the company, the insurance company which is lending this or like giving the subscription model to the user, will have hundreds of these kinds of prompts which are security focused and will give these kinds of alerts to the user. And user can also, as you saw about the custom prompts, can make their own prompts, like when a neighbor mowed his lawn or there was a raccoon on his floor in the lawn, something like that. Anything custom to anything related to security. So it's basically a security solution being sold to the user, and yeah, that's the idea. So right now you saw masked man appear, stole the car, and the model detected that there were masked men in the video. So that's about this video. And the second subscription model which we have is about the travel technology, that since we have all the CCTV data from all the neighborhoods, what we can also do is gather these real-time threat statistics or like safety statistics and make them public and make a subscription model to show user those things, just like other apps do, like Citizen app or like the other like Live Safe apps, which tell you that something happened in this area. So what we can also do is that make a safety score that based on past days events, if there were like multiple car collisions or there were like multiple break-ins, that area is probably unsafe. So if user asks how is the safety of that area, we can just reply him that this area is unsafe because this number of collisions and this number of like things happened there. So we can just show our risk assessment score. That's our second subscription model. The first subscription model, sell security surveillance software. Second subscription model, sell the data which we get from the users who are giving us their CCTV access. And the reason why the users are going to give us their CCTV access is that because we will charge them cheaper fee than the other market, since we have a two-way strategy of earning revenue. We are not only focused on the revenue which we get from the security surveillance, but we also get revenue from the travel side. So we can charge less and in return get the CCTV data from the user. And since we are charging less, we might have a market advantage on that. So similarly, this video, right now nothing is happening, and similarly you can see there's nothing showing on the Telegram bot. So there are like very minimal or like almost no false positives. So in the second video, right now nothing is happening, so nothing is showing on the like Telegram because there are almost minimal false positives. So in the meanwhile, I would like to explain why this solution is better than the other current object detection kind of solutions which are there in the market. It is better because for those object detection kind of solutions, you need to train the model again and again for various kinds of scenarios. But in this case, that's not the problem. You can just write whatever kind of events you want to be detected in English, like in plain natural language, and store it simply as a string. And then you just got a model which is able to detect those kind of events across a huge database. You don't need to train the model again and again. Simply write text and you have your detection ready. We can now see a car coming here and the car collided. So our Telegram bot should give a notification. Yeah, the notification was there that cars collided. So basically it was able to detect the collision that the car had in front of the CCTV camera. That's how we record things. We have huge list of queries which are running on the back end, and again there's another collision and got detected. So yeah, back to the topic. There is huge list of queries that are running on the back end. We are constantly monitoring them across all the neighborhoods and all the CCTVs we have access to, and we are compiling them in a database. That's the whole idea. And whenever the company or user searches something, what is happening, like what is the risk assessment score of this area, of like this latitude, longitude, of like this, or like this particular address, what we do, we create this particular radius and we find out all the CCTVs we have under that radius and see like according to these user queries which we have, what's the statistic, like how many collisions happen, how many break-ins happen, or like other thing factors, and generate a weighted average or like some kind of risk assessment score and give them a value of safety of that area. So yeah, again the same clip of collision, and we should get a notification on Telegram probably saying that yeah, we got the notification, the collision happened. It was able to detect again. Similarly, we have a list of videos showing multiple variations of things. This is for collision. We have for people crossing the fences, people walking near fences, masked men, etc., which we'll see eventually.